Alright, welcome back to Genshin Impact. Last time, we went to Fontaine and got mixed up in a murder mystery and found out who the culprit was, but also found out that there were many other things going on in Fontaine, including the Fatui, of course, and some other unknown organization doing some weird shit with water, so that's cool. But we're going to take a break on Fontaine, because we have a lot of other stuff to do, and it requires me to do all of these quests. What are they called? Story quests, whatever. That I haven't done at all. So, we're going to do these. So, we need to do this one, and then what I'm trying to do is these. So, these are all still kind of like the main story. But they're like side stuff, but they still add to the main story, if that makes sense. So this one will bring us back down into everyone's favorite place, the chasm. Woo! Nobody likes the chasm. That'll bring us back down there, but we need to complete 2 quests in order to do that. So one is this one, the other one I'm not sure, but that's what we need to do today. Same with this one. This one brings us back to Nahida. And that one requires us to do this one as well. So, we need to get this mission. So, back to Inazuma. Once we finish these, we'll go back to Fontaine. So, it's going to be a little bit before we go back to Fontaine. But we'll see how quickly we can finish these missions.
If the Tenryou Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now. I hope you can understand.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
What a coincidence.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Sounds like you're having some trouble.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out any duties she assigned. But recently, she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do. We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder.
I hear that storm represents the Shogun's will.
Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed in shape or size. But now, it seems to be drawing closer to Inazuma.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us?
That would be a little childish.
Oh yeah, you're right. If she really wanted to get revenge on us, she could just strike us with lightning right here. Which would also be pretty scary.
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the Almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the Almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
There must be a reason for the change in the storm.
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryou Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared to deal with the chaos if and when it arrives.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryou Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment. The Kujo clan has lost control over the other clans.
Huh? Why is that?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma. Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the Almighty Shogun hands down her decree.
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's still work that has to be done.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But now?
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time, I failed to stop my father. And now, as acting head of the clan, I'm failing to quell the unrest.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns. The Kujo clan can't cope with any more instability in its current state.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Mustn't cause any more issues for him. Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He's the only one capable of taking charge of the situation now.
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem. A speedy resolution to the Tenryou Commission's internal issues is in our best interest as well.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need. I'll handle this by myself.
Oh, okay. Take care then. Come back soon.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryou Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off, right? If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
Maybe we could invite her out for a while?
Huh? You can actually do that?
I mean,
Don't
we
know
can
for
try.
sure, but we may as well try. Whether she takes us up on the offer or not will depend on what mood she's in.
Yeah.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up to you then?
Or, I guess.
You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition, but if people got to see her in person, it would put their fears to rest.
I'll try.
Thank you very much. I owe you one, again.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right? Let's take a trip to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Exactly what I was thinking, Paimon. Let's go talk to Fox Mommy. I mean, yep. Her. Yay, Miko. That's what I meant. Where is Yay, Miko? Probably at the front by the tweed. Yep. Hello?
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me?
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something.
How cold. I saved your skin, didn't I? Surely you could at least humor me by engaging in some small talk first? Then again, I suppose your frankness is part of your charm. So tell me, what is the matter?
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
The Tenryou Commission also needs her attention.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
Her temperament has changed? That's hard to
Her
believe.
power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
Not beyond the realm of possibility.
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you. A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
You're saying she's fine, right?
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. So there is no reason to disturb her. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though.
Thanks for the follow, piece. Appreciate
As to
it.
the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat.
Bro. Bro, it's banning day today, boys, I guess. Fuck. Alright. All the more reason to check on her.
I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see?
Do it for I. I.
I like that answer. Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word. Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished with it.
Right. Thanks, Ye. Let's go. Whoa. Alright, back. Actually, I could probably just... Yeah. Hello.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even esteemed travelers like yourselves.
Just look at the damn pass, bro.
Guji-ai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the almighty Shogun places in her, and her alone. Wait, this is... authentic!
Feel free to check with Miko.
Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful, and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Will do, Takeshi. Well, I'll try.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
Possibly. You know, the last time we were here, Paimon, we fought, one of the Harbingers of the Fatui, and she stole our kill. Good times, good times. That was my revenge moment.
How did you get in?
The front
Trespassers are
door.
to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden. Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude.
Forbidden? Why? Is everything okay?
That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
Do puppets really need to rest and Do puppets really need rest and relaxation? Ever been like this before?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing.
Hey.
But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of Euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this.
Why not put their minds at rest? Everyone's worried and wants to see you.
I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
What do you mean by that?
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me talk any further.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Are you sick?
Ah, it's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
Well, that was alright. Hi.
That was terrifying. Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me, so the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting.
That's what she meant by forbidden?
As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
God damn it.
No, she was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity.
You're so strict with yourself.
That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Well, you've been locked in here by yourself.
Okay, well,
Bruh.
let us bring you up to speed.
You and Paimon tell I about the storm and the chaos of blah blah
I
blah.
see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it.
So everyone was worked up over nothing? Seems a little arbitrary.
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things. Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
Hear about that?
Fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
Any progress on your thoughts about eternity?
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
Come with us. Get a change of pace.
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
You mean, leave the plane of euthymia?
Might do everyone some good. You haven't left in a long time, I'll bet?
It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But since you're inviting me, a change of pace might well be nice. All right then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go, go, go!
I have a bad feeling about this.
There's a familiarity to the scent in the air and the firmness beneath my feet. Now, time for a change of pace. Where should we go?
To the liveliest place in town!
Let's go.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Doesn't the Shogun normally patrol these parts?
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
Right.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any more
Oh boy.
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
We'll talk about that some other time.
Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Oopsies. Hi, Tomoki.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either, and both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Hey, Paimon and... fuck. We drank the dango milk. That's what it said.
The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like... porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this Dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination, even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the Almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door-to-door delivering them.
No, Almighty Shogun, that's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on Dango milk.
Do you want another cup?
Oh, I would No. No need. That would be needlessly indulgent. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
To be honest, I don't think I myself have been there. Let's go. I've asked it a billion times.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Yai Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
She just wants to browse your books.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the Almighty Shogun's taste.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Don't be nervous. The Almighty Shogun just wants to have a look.
Well... okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then.
Look. Alright.
Huh.
Oh, I don't get to move. That's
How
fine.
can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsetias to become stronger.
Bruh.
It's so long.
Yep.
Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsetias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's
It's just a narrative device.
Yep.
Narrative device.
It's whatever the author wants it to be.
So it's made up?
Yep.
What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable? Also, I'm fairly certain that Hilichurls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting Hilichurl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
Too modern, I guess. Fads have no place in eternity.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
All right, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
I feel like it would be funny to give her a romance. To say. Life. Oops. Martial arts story. Life made me a fighter when I just want to be a writer. This book is a martial arts story set in Liyue, focusing on fighting between different gangs. The protagonist aspires only to become a humble novelist, but gets caught up in the world of gang strife because of an unparalleled martial arts ability. The selling point of this story is that the protagonist never joins any faction, but is constantly assumed to be a reclusive master of one faction or another. Martial arts pros who see the protagonist as their enemy are always making a scene. The protagonist is stuck in the middle of all of this, all the while clinging tight to the dream of becoming a novelist.
Strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that badly?
I feel like they want a normal life.
Could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
It's all about the journey. The protagonist has an admirable will.
You do have a point. And a character
Admirable.
so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right?
Possibly. What this one? The chaotic epic that is the tale of my youthful love life. This book is about the love stories between a very mediocre man and 7 beautiful women. Okay. It is a chronological account of the protagonist's daily life featuring many amusing anecdotes. The writing is solid, the prose is elegant, and the author brilliantly brings out the unique charm of each character in the story. But the story stops at a crucial moment when the main character's childhood sweetheart is just about to confess their love to him.
The suspense is killing Paimon!
Yes.
Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood.
I hope she finds happiness.
Yeah, she has so much love to give. She deserves it. The plot is really gripping, but would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
Perhaps not. Reincarnation. Shogun Almighty reborn as Raiden with unlimited power. Okay, this is a little on the nose. In this book, the protagonist is struck by lightning beneath the Thunder Sakura and wakes up to discover that he has become the Raiden Shogun. Prior to this event, the protagonist is a nobody who gets bullied by everyone, but after becoming the Raiden Shogun, he acquires unlimited power. The appeal of this one probably lies in the euphoria of going from powerlessness to omnipotence, and in the protagonist's inner journey to finally breaking free from their low self-esteem. But it's hard to see how the story would develop after the protagonist literally becomes the Raiden Shogun.
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A look around.
Yeah. Do I get to choose the book?
Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
But it doesn't paint the Shogun in a bad light. I think it's quite original.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable.
True.
That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Right.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
Martial arts story. You relate the story of the life made me a fighter when I just want to be a writer to A.
Goodness. Are people in Liyue really so complex these days? Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice. Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him to me on his arrival. I would very much like to spar with him.
He's a fictional character. He doesn't exist. What about the antagonists, though? Don't you have any thoughts about their part in the story?
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly? What can I say? They're bad people, and they all got what they deserved. End of story.
A doesn't seem interested in the supporting characters at all. So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, there was no Yae Publishing House, and certainly no stories of this kind. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
Human nature to seek change. Change is inevitable.
I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
Don't mention it. We're just out here to have some fun.
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Well, why don't we take a photo?
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
And then we'll kill her. I mean, what? Joking. Would never do that to A. Where are we going? This way. Up on the top of the staircase. Oh, hey, there's like a aurora over there.
What are we supposed to be doing?
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay, so what exactly is striking a pose?
The photo is a visual representation.
Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right? The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems. How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all.
Try relaxed and casual.
Casual. How about this? This feels quite natural.
That works.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment from.
Top down. No, I'm just kidding. Straight over her head. Oh. That looks pretty cool, actually. Let's, Hamara. And, oh, I don't actually need the camera, do I? It's a shame. Alright. Do we take a close one? Just straight over her face? It's not bad. Does it need to be perfect? No, it doesn't matter. Camera has been adjusted to the correct angle. Oh, the sun is rising. Thought it was just becoming nighttime. I guess not. No. That actually affect her? Okay. Photo. And I take it when it's... Look at that. Look at that. The sun rising over there. You got the trees and the mountain, and you got her, and you got the... Alright, anyway. Hey, I got a picture.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me. But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk.
It's just a record. It's not the real you.
I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. But it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler.
It's a little bit like you and the Shogun.
Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that.
Your existence isn't singular.
My existence? I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me, but I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging?
Inazuma will always be Inazuma. Human beings will always be human.
Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma.
Right.
Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent god were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on.
Yep. Bay. Going on?
Hey, Ippei! What's the matter?
Ah, it's you. Huh? The almighty Shogun. You must be looking for my master, Kujo Kamaji? I am very sorry. He's not here at the moment. But if it pleases you, I will gladly deliver a message on your behalf.
It's okay. I'm not here to see him. We just heard you calling out, so we came to see what was going on.
You're looking for your master?
Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiations, and I'm starting to get worried. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and coming back late. It's perfectly possible that he just found somewhere he likes and lost track of time. But for some reason, today, I'm particularly nervous.
Kujo Kamaji. A descendant of the Kujo clan, I presume.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment, and Master Masahito is rarely home, Master Kamaji is currently serving as representative of the Kujo clan.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the Tenryou Commission at present. Does this have anything to do with Kujo Kamaji?
Forgive us, Almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan has failed in its duty. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryou Commission is in decline. Plus you, you have yet to issue a verdict on the Commission's future. So, Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan with a view of having them take over.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right? Why are you looking for them here?
Actually, they decided to hold this one elsewhere. I'm a little confused as to why, to be honest, but I didn't feel it was my place to question the higher-ups. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa clan have some kind of base there.
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name. They have been faithfully serving the Kujo clan all these years?
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover, but still, there's no way it should have gone on this long. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet...
Maybe they haven't finished.
Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan territory like that.
You can go check things out for you.
No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, they'll only blame me for interrupting the negotiations. I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
What do you think, Almighty Shogun?
Let's go see what's happening. With me present, they are unlikely to blame you, even if we do happen to interrupt the negotiations. Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision. This issue started with me, and I shall be the one to finish it.
Fucking bottom line, what? That's that's commitment right there.
Thank you so much.
Awesome stuff.
I'll keep looking around in the meantime, too. Let me mark out the location of the base for you. I hope everything goes smoothly.
I feel like, have we heard of the... I've already forgot the name of them. We'll call them Sue for now. Takatsukasa. Have we heard of them? I don't remember hearing about these guys. Maybe we have. Don't remember. And I feel like if we have, I feel like it wasn't a good thing we heard about them. I don't know. I could be wrong. So if the Takatsukasa clan was serving them, now the Kujo clan want them to take charge? That's kind of like a complete 180 of control there, I would say. Hey, we have to go fight people. Alright. Level 71. I'm level 70. Let's see how this goes. Might be a little bit of a struggle bust, depending on who we're facing. What's going on?
Whoa! Look at how well hidden this place is.
Inside of a mountain.
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure like this deep in the mountains.
Maybe to evade detection?
I feel something that doesn't belong here. I sense danger.
The Abyss Order! Huh? No, I don't know.
We should proceed with caution.
Proceed with
The Kujo clan
caution.
descendant may well be in trouble.
Do we get her as a trial? Yeah! Let's go. Do. Where are these? Oh, they're traps. He's just getting stun locked. I feel bad for the guy.
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryou Commission base.
Something is not right.
Ouchie.
We must remove all those who stand in our way.
Ow. Oh no. Let me hit the right buttons.
Quietly now.
Bam. Bam.
Barry, let's get down to business.
Let's get down to business to defeat the Huns.
To oblivion! Shine down!
Barry, finally.
Ooh, that was a trap.
Illusion shattered!
Illusion shattered. Should I be killing these guys a little bit faster? Oh, I could.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Now disappear.
Ouchie. Ow.
A round of applause. Busted.
Up. 5.
There is no escape!
Finally, let's get down to business.
Hiya!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day.
Here comes the catch.
Barry, let's get down to business. More!
No.
More!
Game's up. Fun's over.
What's up, Shadow Evolutions? Hack and slash. Yes. Ouch. Been a while, Asher. How's it going? Well.
Quietly now.
See about that.
We don't get this show on the road.
Shadow Raven, let night fall.
Spamming everything. Throw everything.
Here comes the catch.
Alright, we're good.
Illusion shattered!
Oh, shit. Alright, we're good. Oh, hi there.
Shine down! Now you shall perish!
And voila.
Dare to mess with me?
Gotcha.
Ouch.
Things are about to get dicey.
Ouch. Oh, you fucker. Why did you heal? Oh.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Cut down.
Oh, hey. We made it.
It's Kujokamaji. But who's he with?
Stay back. I will deal with this.
Okay.
Almighty Shogun.
Shogun, what are you?
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan. Explain what is going on here.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have cropped up in the Tenryou Commission recently. Really, it's nothing worth the almighty Shogun worrying about.
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the hiring of Ronin and Kairagi to keep guard?
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil lately. It was just out of security considerations, that's all.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan. Your turn.
All right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all they were interested in was a written confession from the Kujo clan.
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision Hunt Decree, including all the recent misconduct.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one of them fabricated.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and fought back against the crisis. These are all falsehoods.
Says who? Why, you two-faced? You're going back on everything you said.
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line to replace the Kujo clan. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make me sign it under duress?
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here. You've completely changed your tune.
I believe I now understand the situation.
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single word they say can be trusted.
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to become the new Tenryou commissioner. Do I understand this correctly?
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission to offer our lives in service of the almighty Shogun.
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one who appoints the Tenryou commissioner. The process is quite simple. Anyone who can beat me in a duel becomes the new commissioner.
Sorry, a duel with the almighty Shogun?
The first Tenryou commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title has been passed down within the Kujo clan ever since. If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally, there must first be a new duel. Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition? Here you are talking about offering your life, and yet you are too afraid to face my blade.
Well,
never mind. What about one of you, then? Anyone who can defeat me, Takatsukasa or not, will be appointed the new Tenryou commissioner. Does not a single person dare to face me?
I will challenge you, almighty Shogun.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win against me, it cannot atone for the wrongs committed under the Kujo name.
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know full well that the mistakes my father made ought to spell the end of the Kujo clan's legacy in the Tenryou Commission. Even when I was executing the Vision Hunt Decree, I had doubts about my father's decisions. I knew that what I was doing was wrong, but that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I ruminated. I understood the situation perfectly well, but I took no action, and I didn't save a single person. I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds. I can't even say that I failed to prevent it, because in order to fail, you have to have at least tried.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength, there is nothing you could have done, even if you had tried.
Yes. I'm too weak. My father ignores me. My elder brother can't help me. And I even need Ippei to set me straight at times. It's the way it's always been. But if nothing else, And right here, right now in the Kujo clan's final hours, it is I who represent the clan, like my father before me. His duties are now mine to perform. Just as the Shogun said a forefather of mine once showed his will with his sword. Then please, let me, Kujo Kamaji, end the story of the Kujo clan in the same way that it began. This is my last chance to do something.
This is patently meaningless. But I accept. Come forward. The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn. Almighty Shogun.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, it is your responsibility to take care of him. You may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust that you are capable of attending to a small matter such as this.
Yes, of course. I apologize. I'm sorry. So sorry.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryou Commission. The search for a successor to the role of Tenryou Commissioner is indeed a matter of great urgency. However, following this duel, I have decided to postpone the Kujo clan's punishment for the time being. In the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue supporting the Kujo clan as before.
As you instruct, so it shall be done. We would not dare question the Almighty Shogun's will.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui's strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaws in my judgment, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next time, my blade will show no mercy.
Understood. Thank you, Almighty Shogun, for your wisdom and mercy.
That will do. I will have the Okuzumeshu continue the investigation from here. Come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's something I want to talk about with you.
Right, yep. Hey, chest. Well. Half my team's almost dead. Hooray. This is a nice place. Take another picture here?
Whew. When it's time to deal with the situation, you're just like the Shogun. So strict.
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated Kujo Kamaji without a second thought.
He was lucky. Maybe that's what he was expecting.
I do believe he was prepared for that outcome. I could see it in his eyes. The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo name, but he has shown me how some things remain the same even as the world around them changes. I also have you to thank. The things we experienced out on the streets, and the photo you took of me, they helped me come to this realization too.
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to carry on being in charge of the Tenryou Commission?
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, their past mistakes cannot be erased. Still, I will give them a little more time. After all, they are not the only ones who have made mistakes. The Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. But I, as A, would like to offer my apologies. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. But at least, I can now see the way ahead.
Will you rule Inazuma directly?
I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat to eternity is still the erosion that comes with time. As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. This is because I anticipated that I myself would change over time. But I've made up my mind. So I will do what needs to be done, no matter how difficult it is. This has certainly been a memorable series of events.
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryou Commission, and the people in the city got to see a happy and healthy Shogun. All the awful rumors will disappear in no time. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
Next time we'll bring you some souvenirs.
No need. There's no place for such things in my life. Also, please stop making it sound as if I somehow need the company. Okay, I'm ready to head back now. My period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you humans to deal with any minor issues in the meantime.
Okay, see you next time! Considering a lot of what happened was pretty unexpected, things seem to have worked out surprisingly well in the end. The only thing left to do is return the pass permit to Yaimiko.
Right. Let's go do that.
Did you now? Well then, you'll have to tell me all about it.
You tell Yamiko about the various things that happened.
How amusing. The almighty Shogun goes downtown, and suddenly she's like a wide-eyed country girl trying to find her bearings in the big city. Marvelous. What a shame I didn't get to see it for myself.
You and the Shogun enjoy teasing each other.
It's fine. She wouldn't mind. Really, she wouldn't. So, from what you were saying, it seems that she's finally begun to comprehend what form eternity should take? That's the most important outcome of this trip. To be honest, I wasn't expecting you'd make such great progress when I lent you the pass permit.
Yeah, it seems like she's not gonna force everything to stay the same way anymore.
To put it nicely, even deities indulge in wishful thinking. To put it more bluntly, there are things that even the Seven can't do when faced with something even more powerful than themselves.
The human heart?
Take a guess. Anyway, it sounds like you had a very pleasant trip and even had the chance to see A's less formal side. Next time you wish to see her, you can come and take the pass permit from me again. She would never admit to it, but she does in fact get quite lonely.
What? But she said she doesn't need company.
Because she is a god.
What's
It's
up, Echo
not that
Code?
gods don't need the company of others, Just that the idea of a god having company seems indulgent to her. But you don't belong to this world. Perhaps you are just the company she needs.
Reflections of mortality. Right. So I did not mean to do that. I clicked the wrong button. It's fine. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, I just burned all the bushes. That's oh boy. All right. Fuck. Get out of here. Run. Yeah, we gotta do things. Names and things. Let's just take a break here on this mountainside. Right. Quest. So we have to complete something else. Oh, frick! Alright, so we gotta do Act 2. Alright, I don't have any keys, which is a problem. We can't do Act 2. Can we do... Oh, I have to unlock Kazuha's as well? Fuck. I need more keys. Wait, did you think about the Raiden story quest? Yeah. I am at an impasse. I cannot do it because I do not have keys. I used all my keys on unlocking others. Literally right when I logged in, I got... What did I unlock? I unlocked... The fuck did I unlock? Hoot House. I've just been going down the list of the things that I can unlock. No. Fuck, alright. Next time, we'll continue it. I'll get more keys. I'll grind. I'll unlock the Raiden Shogun's second part. I just need one story key. At least I don't like her first story. Second is nice. Her first one is just simple, I guess. I don't really have an issue with it. I kind of prefer ones like that where, well, okay, at the end we did have to go through like a place to kill people, but I don't know. Where it's mostly just dialogue and you don't have to do much. I kind of prefer that. I mean, I know it's probably not entertaining for stream, but I'd rather not have to fight through hordes of enemies or do a bunch of dumb puzzles. I don't really consider that fun. But yeah, I don't know exactly what to do now. I guess we'll go back to Fontaine and take a little bit of a break from that because I can't do anything else right now. So I guess we'll go back to Fontaine because we got some time. So back we go. And next time I will have those storylines unlocked and we will continue doing those storylines and then we'll go to the Abyss or events. You're talking about these events? I have done Finchball. Well, gotten to the point where I got the max again. I've finished that. I don't do any of the card stuff. I don't even know what this is. Oh, I haven't done that yet. I don't really do that. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. I haven't done the most recent one for this. Also, I got a really bad score on this. But yeah. But no, I haven't done the event. But that also just unlocked today, so. Oh, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. We'll just do this.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up. I hope the food here will be to your taste. Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon's getting excited already.
Oh, in that case, I'll go order for us first. Please wait here a moment.
Ooh, everything looks so good. People in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
You sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
It's special effects. Walking it. Do you have upgraded to Diluc, Kiara, Ningguang, or Jean? I have. I only have. Oh, I have Kiara and I have Ningguang, but I don't have any of them upgraded. So no, I don't have that. Certainly worth celebrating.
Oh, true. Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Huh? Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food. Speaking of cases, do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
Well, we've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
Right? Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
Ugh. If only that guy could have finished speaking! We were so close to hearing who was behind it.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off. To be honest, I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct. It's not that I don't have faith in their ability, it's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking is required at such times in order to produce a breakthrough, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist. Those highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them. That's the kind of problems we solve.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something else. Like, what are your future plans?
We wanted to ask the Hydro Archon for some information, but we haven't had had much opportunity to do so.
That's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial ended. It didn't really seem like the right time or place to do it anyway.
Like she doesn't want to talk to us,
I see.
especially after that now.
So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon. I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Farina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, we've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine, and that it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well, would you consider some more, unique ways? Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full of sketchy ideas. Well, what did you have in mind?
Well,
Sneak into her
one
house.
would be to infiltrate a performance troupe at the opera house.
Yeah, that's close.
Only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Could you suggest something a little more practical? This plan seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then wake her up in the dead of night and demand answers. Don't let her go back.
That was kind of what I was going for, but not
all your questions.
that.
I can personally testify that this one works. When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is we don't want to get ourselves arrested.
Right.
Ah, valid point. I overlooked that part. was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
How can you overlook something like that?
All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could... Oh, I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
Yeah, it's worth a try. Would someone with her personality really feel shame?
Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know, strike while the iron is hot and all.
Right.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Was this your drink?
Paimon.
Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention and the cup was right next to Paimon. Would you like to order another?
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kinda salty and icky.
I'd have to agree. My drink also tasted that way too.
Is that so? Huh. Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then. If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia.
Thanks, Navia. Let's go, run into... How are we supposed to run into the Archon? Whatever. We'll figure it out.
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
You could try walking, you know.
Nah, that would be so... normal. You know, like you.
What's that supposed to mean, Paimon?
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with... Huh.
Hey, Navia! What are you doing over there?
Math.
Oh, nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Seems that was pretty tough for her. That was a pretty pricey meal, thanks to Paimon.
Let's get ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again. Bye, Navia!
So this is goodbye, huh? Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority.
Thanks, Navia.
In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again, partner.
Yeah.
See ya!
Light rain falls without reason. Started. Now we gotta find the Archon. Go to the Fontaine Plaza. Got it. That's up here, right? Yeah, way the fuck over here. I mean, I could show you the characters I've got. Which isn't a lot. Nor are any of them high level. Bam. This is what I've got. I just got her. I don't own her. I do have. I'm clicked on her though. But yeah, these are the people I've got. My highest level characters are like go to my team. These are my highest level characters. I have these guys as well, up to level 70 and then level 60. And that's about it. Everyone else is yeah. Ningguang is level. So yeah. I don't have anybody who can compete very well in anything combat wise. But to the fountain.
People around
I did see the trailer and all the new characters.
To Aranias might have been the last one.
Vache.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh? Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
Are you interested in any of the upcoming heroes? I don't know. I don't know much of... Well... I don't remember any of their names. But, what is his name? Fuck it, I'll look it up. What do we got? We got Outland characters. We have blah 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 blah. Oron? No. Kinich? Nick? I don't know how to pronounce it. He seems pretty cool. Who else? Chaska seems pretty cool. Somebody's requesting on. Mulani might be interesting. Also, this guy, Oron, hasn't, like, there's been nothing about him other than this, like, picture. I guess. Well, it says he's in the teaser trailer. But there's, like, nothing known about him, as far as I know. I don't know. But, yeah. Oron seems pretty cool. So, Kinnick, probably my main one. That might be interesting. Or Chaska. She'd be pretty cool. But yeah. Anyway. Am I hearing voices again? Yes, and it's clearer than it was during the day.
That's kind of spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
Vache?
Oh, they're doing a live stream on Friday? Nice. I'll have to tune in on that.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water.
Things are getting a little blurry.
Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kind of hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right?
Yeah.
Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Oh, it's you. Where's this?
Vache, are you my dear Vache? No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
No, I'm afraid not. I'm sorry. Who are you?
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered. How much have I lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
You were once human?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore.
You lost your form.
I do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Light blue water. Could that have been... Could she be one of the girls who were dissolved?
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me, and I also loved him equally as much. But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
Do you need me to find him?
No. Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
I believe it will be hard for him to forget you.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vacher above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing. If only I could have comforted him, told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
I feel like Vacher was the one that may have done that to you. Could be wrong. I don't know. That means Vacher was a witness to the fact that you dissolved.
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release. It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
Seems that after the body is dissolved, some measure of the consciousness still remains.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
That Paimon? Alright, I wonder how much time has passed in reality.
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vacher, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
We gotta wake up in the fountain. Whoa, what the f-
Demoiselle, look out!
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex. Chlorand? Quick, now's our chance!
Didn't expect that, but alright.
Thank you for lending us your sword there, Chlorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I mean, how did you manage to show up here?
Followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
Huh. I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me. And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish. Regardless, thank you for your help today, Clarand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clarand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, I just... She's...
What just happened? Who was that?
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
I hate these long pauses that they do sometimes.
Duelist Chlorine who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, so you're a fighter now, Paimon? Thanks for the rescue, Navia.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast. As such, we're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well, to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow?
Probably because you talk out loud all the time, Paimon.
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
Oh, really? I wasn't her talking out loud then.
How did that help?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said. That the Fonta tasted kind of salty and icky.
Okay. Wait, do you mean that... I thought it tasted strange as well, but I couldn't be sure.
Fonta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall,
We're
had
trying
also
to...
been a bit off.
So the Fonta had been spiked with water from the primordial
Oh, they were
sea?
trying to kill Navia. Well, not kill, but turn her into whatever that
So
thing was.
you hadn't drunk that cup for me.
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Huh. Really?
Fortunately, Paimon, neither of us are from Fontaine. Otherwise, we would have been...
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate, but whoever did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name. Ugh, now we're caught up in this mess too, aren't we?
Well,
Because
you
we
did
know
foil
too
a plan
much.
that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process. Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
Oh, that's why I was connected to the fountain.
Coincidence that the traveler fainted
Right.
just now. He said that he heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too, but it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
According to Lynette, the ability to hear voices like that has to do with one's sensitivity to the hydro element.
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
I also gained some new intel.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Yeah.
Well,
Let's hear it, shall we?
The voice in the fountain belonged to one of the missing women. A person named Vache was a witness when she dissolved.
Oh, that is important.
Tell everyone about what happened while you were connected to the Oceanid's consciousness.
Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
Perhaps. If he's still alive, we should try searching for him.
Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
Alright, partner.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Well, sure.
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Messing with us will cost them. This will prove to be their biggest mistake.
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula, after all.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? I'll arrange accommodations for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
I'm still suspicious of that guy on the left. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but... but the Archon! I'm here for the Archon! Getting sidetracked yet again. Damn it. Well, hold on. Since we're here, might as well. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to... Hi, Catherine.
Ad Astra.
Yes. Why does Catherine look so stressed out? This adventure didn't pass the review either. I wonder what's wrong. Did someone not pass the guild review? I'm afraid that this isn't really a guild affair, but a commission from the Fontaine Research Institute. I'm sure you've heard that the full name of the Fontaine Research Institute is Fontaine Research Institute of Kinetic Energy Engineering. Before the explosion, it was the technological center of the entire court of Fontaine. I think I've heard of it before. Paimon remembers someone named Edwin made a mistake and there was an explosion at the Fontaine Research Institute, right? Commission from a place that blew up once? Sounds dangerous. It is true, according to the Fontaine Research Institute, the commission is rather difficult and not for just anyone. So those who want to give it a try must go to the specified location, undergo a series of qualification reviews, and they must prepare their own documents and certifications. Is an arrest warrant a document? I think it counts as identification, but may not be something you want to submit. Anyway, they have a list of documents that you must bring. The list includes your current and previous adventure handbooks, your commissions from the last 80 days, and more. Some of them even require stamps from the Mason... Yes, Sean? I don't know, and that's not all. Even if adventurers have all the documents and proof ready and arrive at the specified location to be reviewed, they'll not be able to accept the commission if they fail just one item of the qualification review. If the adventurer is not willing to accept other working arrangements, then they will be rejected. That sounds really strict. Yes, a lot of them went excitedly, only to return angry. This commission has been so infamous that no one wants to be reviewed anymore. Now I'm kind of interested. That sounds challenging. To be reviewed? That would be a huge help. Don't get too excited. Thank you for lending the guild your aid. Please wait here while I get all the required documents ready for you. Do you have a pen? Oh, don't worry. I'll go get a few bottles of ink. Few bottles? Is one not enough? I can't say, but don't worry. I'm very familiar with these documents, so just follow my instructions. First, one proof of your adventure qualifications, one 30-day travel history, and one registration of past and current adventure handbook serial numbers. Now for your commission history, income statement, commission evaluations, commission statistics, and average positive ratings. Your resume, fill in your habitual residence, contact address, contact information, emergency contacts, and your current name, names you've used in the past, any pseudonyms and aliases that you use when you want to conceal your identity. Now you have to sign the good faith commitment, a notice of liability, a notice of obligation, and a notice of exemptions on information released for legal purposes. And, Wellong's great, give us another. My writing hand is tired from just listening to the list of documents. Wow, that's a lot of documents. With Catherine's help, you start filling out the forms, alternating between hesitance and doubt. You use up bottle after bottle of ink, but the stack of forms also gradually shrinks. As you finish the last form, both Catherine and you breathe a sigh of relief. So, This commission's complete then? Hasn't even started. Paimon didn't think this commission would be so troublesome. Well, if we don't go to the review, then we've wasted our time. Well then, we'll leave this commission to you. I haven't even passed the qualification review yet. You'll be fine, I believe. As the receptionist of the Adventurers Guild, I know what you're capable of. If Fontaine Research Institute rejects you, then there's no one else in Fontaine who can take this commission. I'll mark the location on the map. Go there and find someone named Desnos, who is stationed there and will guide you. Thank you again. You've done the guild a huge favor. If possible, I'd prefer to not have to stamp a single adventure qualification more. The way this is going, I'm going to wear the stamp out. Alright.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Anyway, we meet again, Catherine. Hello there, the pleasure is mine. I'm Catherine, the receptionist of the Adventurers Guild. My job is to provide the adventurers with quests and intelligence support. I didn't trust the bodyguards when I was playing this story. Yeah, makes sense. May my services be of help to you, and may your journey in Fontaine be a memorable one. Alright, one more dialogue option, then we'll be done with Catherine. One sec. You're also a clockwork puppet, Catherine? I wonder. Do I appear like a masterpiece of the Fontaine Research Institute to some? Okay, way to be coy. Way to not answer my question. Alright, we'll just get all this stuff. Sorry, Catherine, sorry. Didn't mean to shoot. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's go. You can hear my cat, can't you? You can.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Huh, very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
Right. Where are we going? Ooh. Underground. Oh, shit. Oh, God, I bounced off that. I'm glad I didn't die. Alright. Hi. Lizard. Cool. We're in the rat ways now, boys. Go talk to the thieves. Would not be surprised if there was something like that. Rat! Rat? Yeah, it's a rat. Kitty. Hi, kitty. There's children down here. What is this place? Dr. Malus. Does that name sound familiar? Anyway. Up. Hi, Potier. Ouch. Oh. Fine. Whip. Malus. Malus is the old guy. Got it. Yes, bodyguard.
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Thank you. Well, so much for my expectations.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father... He was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No. I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. And as partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Sad music
3
started.
years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial. He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that. How could he protect his honor if he's dead? If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
Does seem quite odd. Do you have any clues as to why?
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Ah, so that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Seeking the truth for the sake of your family. You know, we're quite alike in this regard.
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorand.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
Alright. I will, keep my eyes open when it rains. I wonder the mood was a little strange between the two of you.
Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Ms. Clorand told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Then that indicates that he intended to die in that duel.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right, anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
No, it's alright. I understand how important this is to you.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah. Paimon's beat.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Rest in your room. I have a bad feeling. Peaceful night passes under the spin of the rules. Yep, that's what that said. Yep.
Paimon slept so well.
Rap God.
This place feels almost too safe. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back.
True.
But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
Right.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we? Aren't you coming along, Navia? Did you get tired?
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Right. He's got something going on with him, too. Right. The truth lost with the rain. Oh, is that why you said to keep up with the look with the rain? Got it. I'm melting. Alright. I, however, am going to end the stream there. So, thanks for watching. It'll be streaming Thursday. It'll be streaming Thursday morning. It'll be playing some more Elden Ring. Hitting my head against the wall. Trying to kill fucking Radon. Will we succeed? I hope so, because I am tired of fighting that guy. Friday night, gonna be playing some more VR chat, so tune into that. And I'll announce this again. Should have announced it at the beginning, but I didn't. But once we hit 200 followers, I'm gonna be streaming for 200 hours, special event kind of celebration thing for hitting 200 followers. So yeah, if you guys like what I do, I'd appreciate it if you followed. Then we can do that. Also, try to become affiliate. That's my main goal. I need average viewers. So like I said in my last stream, if you guys would be willing to tell me what times work for you guys to watch my streams, I will try to adjust my stream time to that, so you guys could at least hop in and see a little bit of it. I've been changing my stream times throughout the years of me streaming trying to figure out what times work best. And what I've discovered is nothing. It's all over the place. So, generally speaking, mornings work and evenings work. But I've also found out afternoons work. So I don't know. So it'd be very helpful if you guys tell me what times work for you guys. But yeah. Here's my socials. Follow me specifically over on YouTube. That's when I post when I'm going live. In the community tab, I also post updates for their channels, announcements, things like that. Updates to the schedules, specifically for my Twitch channel. You can also find my schedule on my Twitch channel as well. So yeah, I'd appreciate that as well. Other than that, I think that's it. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time. Oh, before I go, thanks to everyone who has followed as well and is watching. Appreciate it. All right, goodbye.